We are back on the farm. It's been roughly 3.5 weeks since I was here and seen my calves. There they are. We'll go in and have a look at them. Turn some lights on. Voila. I have no idea what today is gonna hold in store for us. Though the last couple days or so, apparently a few machines have gone wrong. There's a tractor over there that is dead. It's got something wrong with the gearbox, which is little boots. And the feeder wagon apparently is out of action. So I'm imagining it will be something along the lines of trying to get the feeder wagon going. But we'll feed the calves here a minute, make sure they're all right. We'll do some scraping and some bedding, get back into the routine, see if I can remember how to do all of this stuff. Remember me? Oh, remember me? What on earth is this contraption? It's one of the little green feeds. Are you guys using this? Yeah? Anyway, let's get some cake wheeled out for them. Right, that is them fed. They all look quite happy. They need a little bit of straw to bed them up with, but the guys have changed the way we feed them, so the troughs are now in front of them, which actually makes a lot more sense. So I need to come and push the hay in, give them a bit of straw at some point, but I've got to do the scraping first in the other shed, so I will now go and do that. Now you might have seen that whilst we were scraping, John was blowing feed into the trough with the straw chopper. That's currently the only way to get the feed into this shed, is the part of the wagon that's broke is to do with how the elevator on the side of the belt works. Something to do with the gearing on it, so I'm hoping we can fix that fairly easily, but not until we get some parts. For the time being, we're just scraping out a more better. Feed the other shed, because we feed it onto the floor. Right. And then we'll set about fixing the wagon. Right, we are ready to go bedding up. Now we're in the 155 because Little Boots is currently feeling a bit poorly. John's running around doing some form of feeding with the bucket, what he can with the bucket anyway, whilst I'm bedding up. The wagon looks like we can fix it, but we need to get the parts. So for this morning, we're going to do whatever we can with the bucket, and then whatever we can't do with the bucket, we'll do with the straw chopper once I finish bedding. At least we can blow into the trough with that one. How do we do this? That one. Right, we'll go get another bale, we'll finish bedding up and then try and do a bit of feeding. Good fun. John's just loading up some grub for the cows. The mixer still works, and we can still use the vertical belt that runs, you know, across the front of it. We just can't use the elevator, so we can feed our beef shed with that. Just can't get it in the troughs in the other shed, which is really annoying. John's had a ring round for some parts. Because it's not a purpose-built thing on the front of that wagon, the elevator, it's been made after the machines come here by a local engineer. It's not like a part that they have on a shelf, so we're going to have to probably wait a day or so to get apart. So we'll just sort of limp around with a straw chopper. Calves are all happy. I'll be keen to weigh them actually, hopefully some point this week. We'll see how they've been getting on. John said they've been absolutely fine, so that's good. We'll let these cows out, then we'll go and have some breakfast of our own, and then we'll see what the day brings. I say it's a bit of a strange video. I don't really know what's going on. I'm all out of the loop with what's happening when, and what the cows are doing, and what's being fed what, and all the rest of it. There's one of the bulls. One thing I do know is that the bull shed, I think it's finished, but they want to do the snagging before we put any animals in there. So I think tomorrow we are going over to do the snagging. So hopefully before too long we'll be able to bring you a finished bull shed. I think we have ourselves a rough plan. So Bruce and Charlie have been weighing animals this morning for the farm platform. Can't see anything with this sun. So I'm going to go and give them a hand. John's going to set to ripping the wagon apart and try and get it into a bit of a situation whereby if we can get a part for it, we can just bolt it on or, I don't know, do something with it. So I'm going to go and give the guys a hand weighing cattle, try and speed that operation up. Did you spot Paolo? Big squeeze. Come on. Come on. We just go around the Five, 9. Right, we've just finished weighing and put all the various animals back in their sheds. I'm currently stood at the back of the new bull shed, just having a little look round. Now it's complete. Actually in the race here, so this will be the race for the bulls to go up and down, and then we've got a squeeze gap here for people to go up and down alongside them. We're going to come over and do some snagging tomorrow or the day after. Round into the race. I haven't seen this yet either. This is the new crush. So this is supposedly a bull spec crush. How it differs from a normal crush, I don't quite know. What are these? So we've got like a half round semicircular squeeze, so that'll go to over there and push them around in without actually getting in with them. And then I think the plan was we'd be able to back our box into here for when we want to load them up. Let them out the crush there into this gap, then you can drive that gate round to load them. But to be fair, the bulls always walk up fairly well anyway. Inside is fairly straightforward. You can't get in through the front. You've got to go in through the side, so we've got sheeted doors on the end to keep the weather out. That tap work? Okay, got a little tap on the end, that's handy. We have got roller blinds as well. And then once you're in here, all these various gates, you should be able to drive a bull where you want them without actually having to get in with them. So for example, you can say you wanted to get a bull out the back there, you can come in from the back and driving around, or driving around with that gate. It probably doesn't look like I'm making a lot of sense on camera because there's just so many vertical bars everywhere, but it looks like it would work. They are quite low to the ground, so we'll have to be quite regimental about cleaning them out. Although it will be a lot easier because you just shut them all in the front here and then come in, push all the dung up against the back wall because there's solid panels over there, and just take it away or put it outside or something. So you can see John has taken this to pieces. This is where I've had the problem in here. So these, I think they call this a dog clutch. So this jaw, and then there's another one that goes on the end of this shaft here. This piece here, that's actually all right. It's the bit that sat inside it, which was this bush that has given up the ghost and failed. So that at once upon a time sat in there, and then there's a key there like that somehow. So that is the part we need, but because it's not a elevator that comes with a machine and it's been custom made, there's obviously not parts on the shelf readily available for them. So hopefully John's got a solution. But basically that motor sits in there, sort of turns this belt, and yeah, that is the problem with it at the moment. I perhaps didn't explain how the making of this stuff goes together very well, but you can see on this piece in here you've got the shaft on the inside with a key in it and keyway, and then there's a collar around the outside which has a slight groove in it there above my finger. I'm guessing that's so it can spring and, you know, tighten itself up. And then there's a single grub screw, so there's a space for 3 grub screws, but I guess you can only put one in, because as you put one in then it tightens that collar. The other 2 don't line up proud with the hole. So that's what the piece that is broken off should look like, and it just fits over the end of the shaft on here. We've got a spare jaw, but we haven't got a spare collar, so if we can track down a collar, we'll get 2 of them. That way, should this ever decide to happen again, we have a spare. It's always good to have a spare. So yeah, why this is given out, I don't really know. Whether it's just wear and tear, or as John says, the vibrations of it running all the time. You never quite know. Rich, who is our friendly mechanic from Mason's Kings, that makes feeding easier tomorrow.
Yeah, what makes feeding possible?
Yes, possible, that's what I thought. And we're done. Woohoo! Hello. I'm excited to be back on the farm, yes? Oh, my YouTube. Right, so me and Gus have just got home from our first day back on the farm. We've got some cool things arrived in the post which are going to help speed up doing merch for you guys. There's a label printer and some labels and stuff there. We're on our own, we've been deserted already. So I will get this video edited for you guys so you've got a video to watch on Wednesday. I'll take the truck to the garage in the morning because it's due for its MOT. So hopefully that goes alright. And hopefully we'll get that other John Deere that isn't working fixed tomorrow when Rich comes back with that clutch valve. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed watching the video. It's good to be back. I'm absolutely knackered. I don't deal with jet lag very well at all. Currently going through that cycle. So yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, leave some in the comments. I always try and get back to as many people as I can, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Me and Gus will see you on another video very soon. Cheers guys.